What's going on, YouTube? I'm still messing around with this laptop, computer, whatever you want to call it, trying to see if I can get this live screen rolling. How are you all doing today? The sun is setting. The sun is getting ready to go down. And I got to wrap this video up. Got to get it started first. No, the cat want to jump up here. Let's see, can we get this thing rolling? And where am I forever advancing yourself, people? You all know how we do this thing. We take it from level to level to level to level. How you all doing, YouTube? Everybody that's out and about trying to get some things done. That's what I'm talking about. Watch out. The cat is all in the way. Sun is going down like I said earlier. So, there it is. Just trying to get it lined up. I'm out here in the greenhouse area. And I just got some plants that I want to show you. And this is how I'm letting the plants spend the winter inside the greenhouse. So I'm pretty much like I'm winterizing the plants. But I have some plants I want to show you all. And these plants will be for sale on my website. They will be for sale, so give me a moment. Set that one there. Set this one here. And here we go. Right here is the peperomia plant. The peperomia. Variegation in all the leaves. Beautiful plant. Dark green, light yellow, light green variegation in the peperomia leaves. Beautiful plant. Very thick leaves. Very thick leaves on this plant. And I really like this about this plant. Have really thick leaves on it. Let me get the next plant. And you can find the peperomia plant, you can find it on the website. You can find it on my website. Okay? So just feel free to go to the website. Now, this is another variety of the peperomia plant. And the leaves are just a solid, really shiny green. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth leaves. I guess this plant, I would guess the height to be approximately, let's see, about 8 inches tall. About 8 inches tall. But as you can see, it's a really beautiful plant. It's a real beautiful plant. Just have to look at the leaves. See well, there's no variegation on this particular plant here, but it is a peperomia plant. And you can find it on my website. And my website address will be at the bottom in the description section. And you go directly to my website and order any plant that you're looking at for the price that I have on the website. One moment. Now this plant is the golden pothos plant. The pothos plant. And beautiful variegation you can see on the leaves. Light green, white. Just how you really look at a plant and how close you're really looking at it. See the variegation, the colors. I hope you got a bird's eye view of it. The leaf is beautiful. So feel free to visit the website, because these plants are very, very easy to grow. There's some easy plants to grow. The only thing you have to do is let them be in an area where they're receiving some sunshine through a windowsill. Especially with the weather being the way it is now, and in the springtime, you can put these plants outside on your balcony, wherever you want to put them, just as long as they're not getting a whole bunch of direct sunlight, because the sunlight can dry the leaves out. But you can purchase this plant at www.plantsforyou2.com, and that's PLANTZ, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2.com. And I'm glad for the people that are already going to the website. I appreciate your business. I appreciate you taking the opportunity out of your own time, your busy schedule, what you have to do to just place an order on the website. You know, it's a wonderful feeling when you step out and you start doing something that you've never done before. You just step out using your faith to do whatever it is. You don't know what it's going to turn out like. You don't know anything from start to finish, and you still don't know, even after you've been in the business for 5-10 years, you still don't know which way it's going to turn. But it's a wonderful feeling to know you can just step out on faith and create a business, create something that you love doing, start doing the things that you enjoy doing, and God will do the rest. You know, God will do the rest. You know, if somebody's going to patronize your business, they're going to patronize your business. They're going to go to your website. If they want to see you successful, they will order something from you. They don't even have to know you. They run across your website. God bless you with money in your pocket. You could buy the least expensive thing on somebody's website if you really want to see that their business grow. If you're feeling like you're jealous when you see people going forward and doing things, you have a problem that you have to deal with. Because that's no way to be. You can't even move forward in life when God see that iniquity in your heart, where you do not want to see the next person being successful in life. And that's a problem. That's a problem that people have to deal with. We all have ways of feeling sometimes, but you have to be very, very careful about how we treat people, really, when it all boils down. How do we treat one another? You know, not having that old spirit of jealousy and that crab mentality where you don't want to see anyone going forward if it's not yours. You don't want to see anybody doing anything that's positive. And I'm just saying, if that's the mentality of a person, if that person is you, that's a messed up mentality to have. You know, you'll purposely go, let me use my website for an example, a prime example. You'll purposely go to my website looking for plants. And then after you look at my website, you may have a tendency to say, well, I'm going to go and see, can I find it now somewhere else for a cheaper price? And all the time, I've done all the footwork with the help of the Lord, number one, to get pictures up and to do this and to do that. If a person is like that, I would say stay away from my website altogether. You don't have to even ever visit it, because that's like a spiritual thing. If your spirit is corrupt, jealous spirit, crab mentality spirit, always want to pull somebody down, want to pull somebody back down in the bottom of the barrel, and they struggling to get out of that barrel. They don't want to be in that barrel forever and ever and ever. But then there's somebody complaining, blocking people from doing things, running somewhere, getting on the phone. Out of what? Hatred and jealousy. That's what it is. So people have to examine themselves if your heart is like that, because it shows that you can never get anywhere with a heart like that. Your situation going to probably stay the same all the time. But that's something you got to repent of and ask God to forgive you of whatever that their atrocity is, because it really causes you to feel bad about yourself when you think about it. It causes you to feel bad about yourself and be unhappy. So thank you all once again. I do appreciate your business, I'm telling you. You all don't know how happy it makes me feel to see an order coming through. You don't understand how joyful God knows that when I wake up and if I check my business page and my email, I have an order. I have some orders here. I have orders there to create streams of income. Creating streams of income. I always talk about creating streams of income, people. You have to do it. Create streams of income. Let money come from this source while you sleep. Warren Buffett, Warren Buffett was explaining how he made all that money and become a millionaire or whatever it is, billionaire, I'm not for sure now. But what he said, I don't know it word for word. I can't really quote it 100% word for word because I just got the gist of what he was saying. Because I create streams of income, you need to create streams of income. What he was saying is, you can't become a millionaire. Maybe you can. But if whatever you're trying to do doesn't make money for you while you're sleeping, hear me again. Whatever profession you're doing, whatever business you're trying to create and run, if you can't make money while you sleep, you're missing out on something. That's all I'm saying. We need to be making money while we're sleeping. And what I mean about that, it can go so many different avenues. You can have a nursery and somebody can go on your website or go to Facebook Marketplace and order something from you. I did it again. Just tell you and show you I'm a human. I forgot to turn my phone off again. Let me answer it. Excuse me. I got to answer this one. Sharice, listen, call me back. Okay, call me back. I'm live. Don't say anything. I'm on a live video on YouTube. Don't say anything you have no business saying, which I know you're not anyway, but call me back. Talk to you later. Bye. That's the way it goes. I will turn it off now. Live. Have to let people know you're recording live when they call you. Especially if you're going to answer the phone like I just did. But sometimes you have to answer the phone. Sometimes you got to let people know you're 100% human. You're not no robot. You're not made of stone. And you're not made of steel. But you got feelings and people got feelings, and you want to respect people if they calling you, if you haven't heard from them all day. And you're live though, and you don't know how to operate the little gadgets to stop it or pause it. And I'm thinking if I stop it, it's going to completely end the stream, because you have to end the stream. So I don't know anything about it. I'm just doing what I can do, and whatever that is, you all see it. And my hands are freezing. I guess the temperature that dropped here in Arkansas probably now. Probably down in the 40s. Probably lower, if not lower, because it feels like some ice getting ready to move into town. That's what it feels like to me. The ice for getting ready to move into town and say, move over. I'm going to stay here for a season now. See what y'all going to do. Y'all can up any tomatoes this summer? Did you can up any lemon juice? Like Lead Farmer 73 be trying to tell us to do? Did you can up any beans? Did you can anything? Did you save something? Did you pickle something? Did you jar up some stuff? Did you make any preserve, jams? Did you do anything? Pickle some okra. Because you need to have something that you know that you can make. You can grow in your greenhouse. Grow something that you can eat and your family can eat, and depend on God and yourself to be able to eat and survive. You got to come up with something other than what we've been doing all through the ages. You have to come up with something different. You have to come up and do something different. It may not be comfortable. You may not be laughing about it. It may be something that you've never done a day in your life and thought that you would like it. But you see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? See, I use my education to benefit me and my family. I really try that. Try to turn it around, give it another spin. Give it another spin. You can do it. Say you can't do it. Give it another spin. You know how you've been swerving yesterday in the sunshine and the day while the sun was out? You know how you've been rolling with your dogs, man, or whoever you hang out with or love kicking it with, and y'all kicked it all Saturday, and you hung out, and you rolled, and I said swerve. Put another swerve to how you are living your business life and your business mind. You got to believe God. Put a different swerve to it. You know, you were swerving all day. You've been swerving all day today. You've been rolling, getting on down that highway. But you're enjoying your life. You know, put a swirl to it. You've been swirling all weekend. Been rolling in the sunshine. I know I've been doing it. Sure enough, I been doing it and enjoyed myself too. Oh yeah, Saturday was the bomb. Do you hear me? I went all over. Just all over. Up and down the highway. Estate sales. Goodwill. Yard sale. Stuff like that. I love getting out, hitting things like that. And I love doing it by myself. I don't want anybody around me bothering me if you just can't be quiet when you go to an estate sale and do what you do and let me do what I want to do. But that's just me. I'm always solo most of the time when I do things because there's no confusion, there's no drama, there's no this, there's no that. You don't have to worry about anybody doing anything that's going to really tee you off because you know you solo. You rolling. You doing what you like to do. You may go and stop by some people's house later on, you know, and kick it with your mask on. With the mask on, yeah. People don't like the mask. I understand that. But put another swirl to it, you know. Swirl through it. You cruising down the business lane of life, coming up with something. You finna put it together. You finna put your twist on it with the help of the Lord. Put your twist on it. You know, don't worry about what people saying. People are always gonna have that mentality. Some of you are always gonna have that crowd mentality. Somebody moving up and you see their little leg hanging down and they barely making up out of themselves. They're having such a hard time. And you reach up there and grab them and say, no, you coming on back down here with me. Ain't letting you go nowhere. Get down to your daddy. And you pull them back down. Oh, now I finna go and lie on him or her. I'm going to let her lose this job because you know what? I don't like her. I don't like him. I don't like them. Been there, done that. Had that done to me too. I just chalk all that up to God was trying to say, girl, get on out there. Out there and do something. Keep on to work for people. Get on. I'm going to let this paper fire you now. Since you want to keep on being nice on the job. Some of us respect jobs more than we respect the Lord, to be honest with you. Let me say it again. Some of us respect the J-O-B more than we respect God. Think about it. You give the job all your time. You give it to everybody on the job your time. Oh my goodness, you can't even pull aside 20 minutes every day to be praying and fasting or doing something different. I just said 20 minutes. Take it to another level, people. Stop depending on anyone to be doing for you, to feed you. I understand people need jobs, but come up with something where you're in control of what this thing is, and you're in control of how it operates and functions, and how it's ran. You're the one that's doing that part of it now. It's too much fear in working for somebody. Let me say it again. It's too much fear, anxiety, and depression, sadness, uneasiness, nervous breakdown, heart attack, stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure, tied up in jobs where you have to slave and be afraid of losing that thing. Afraid of losing it. I understand. Afraid of losing that job. That's a horrible way to live. Think about it. I see why people live out in the woods. I see why they just go far out in the woods. They don't care. They may even have running water out there, but they would rather be away by themselves and fishing and doing what they want to do without no one looking at them and pointing and saying, ooh, look how they living. Ooh, look what they doing. I can't stand stuff like that. I can't stand it. Let people be who they want to be. If somebody's working and you're a supervisor and you're their boss, treat that person with kindness and fairness. Because I don't care anything about your power. Well, I'm the manager. Oh, I'm the supervisor over you. Well, you could be a supervisor and lose your job today. If you keep on treating people like animals, you'll lose that job because you have violated the authority that God put in you. Get away from here. Get! Be coming back here. Oh, it's that big old stray cat. I'm going to tell y'all the history of that cat. That's why I'm hollering at that female cat like that. I have 2 male cats, and I'm just jumping around. I have 2 male tomcats, okay? And they're sitting right there in the cut. They're watching me. They're always close by. And so, my 2 male cats, you know, they're real laid-back cat. Old Silky Brown and Chill Daddy, that's their name. And this old female Persian cat in my area, you know, I'm kind of out in a place where it's like country, city, whatever you want to call it. I call it country. Where I live, it's all good. I love the country. But this female stray Persian or Siamese cat, she's beautiful. This cat, you know, that's no joke. What I'm saying, the cat is beautiful. She's a beautiful female cat. So I made a mistake. A friend of mine told me so clearly, do not feed that stray cat. But you know, I felt sorry for the cat. You know, I would feed my cats every morning. The cat would be sitting there looking at me. You know, the cat would just be sitting there. She's a beautiful cat, and she'll sit there and be meow, meow, meow. And I'm looking at that cat. I'm like, Lord, that cat gonna meow like that every time she smells food. So I fed the cat. And the cat was a real cool cat, you know. I feed her and she meowing and stuff in a good mood. As a matter of fact, I touched her one time, but then I was told, don't touch that cat. That's a wild cat, Priscilla. Don't touch that cat. So I'm like, oh my goodness. But what made me run that cat out of my yard and yell at that cat like I did just now? One day, that female cat had that hump in her back at my cat. They had that back up at my cats and growling at them and stuff. But my cats are very peaceful. They wouldn't even fight her. So she started fighting one of the cats. I mean, this is a street cat. This stray cat, she's street all the way, 100%. And the reason why I say that's a street cat is she may be a feral cat that have been domesticated, coming around people, because I know I can tell she wild. She got some real wildness in her, the way she acts. So I try to be careful around her, but I touched the cat. I did touch her on her back because she was coming around me when I would feed her. So I let her slide the first time when she lit into one of my cats named Chill Daddy. Chill Daddy was afraid of the cat, and the cat beat Chill Daddy up. And I didn't like it though, because I didn't want that cat coming here beating up my cats and running my cats away. So Chill Daddy got beat up pretty bad one day. And I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to forgive her for that. Okay, I'm going to keep on feeding her because she always begging for food. She looks sad when she begs for food, and I can't take that. But I'm going to tell you all something. Last week, early last week, I was outside in the greenhouse area just like I am now. But I was working, and then it started to get dark, people. Now, I locked one cat up because I lock him up at night. I locked Chill Daddy up, but old Silky Brown wouldn't come. Silky Brown was hiding somewhere, and now they're over there fighting, playing real rough where they're screaming. Somebody hurt somebody. They really fighting. I think they're fighting for real. Got their paws all up. Well, you all, I'm laughing, but I stepped outside and the sun went down. It got dark outside, right? Silky Brown came on the scene, and as soon as Silky Brown ran up, that female cat ran up with her boxing gloves on, boy. That female cat threw them paws out and slapped my cat and flipped my cat over on his back. A male cat I have now, and it's a female cat handling her business, boy. Flipped that cat down. I said, hey! I said, no! I grabbed a stick because my cat was saying, meow, 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 meow. My cat was screaming, y'all. It wasn't funny because I said, this female cat must be a wild cat or something. She's going to kill my cat. So I jumped down off the steps from the back. I almost broke my butt. But this female cat, you can tell she's a street type of fighter. And I'm serious. Because she got down real low with them paws stretched out one side and like this too. And just clobbered my cat. I mean, she came together with them paws and grabbed him like a human and slammed him over on his back and started biting him all in his neck and in his stomach and in his chest. And he was hollering, boy. And I had that stick and I came. I said, get away from here. And I stopped feeding her from that day forward. I haven't fed her anymore. Stopped feeding her. And she looks at me and she just, meow, meow. And I said, no. I said, no. I said, I gave you a right to come here and eat, and I fed you. I was talking to this cat. Because you know what? Cats can hear us. And they understand, too. God created those cats. He created those cats, so I don't put anything past animals. Animals are smart. So I was telling that cat, you get away from here. I said, you get away and don't come back. Because that cat almost, she did something to my cat. Because the next day, the cat hid all day. Something happened to him. I don't know if he was afraid or what, but he hid, and when he finally showed up, he was breathing kind of hard. And I was like, man, I don't want to have to spend all this money to take this cat to the vet. So I said, Lord, take care of the cat, because I don't have enough money like that for no vet. Because I really just got my cats to be some raccoon hunters and raccoon fighters and snake killers. But they run around here and get beat up by that female cat like that. Now, seeing my male cats get beat up like that, I did not like that. Because they say they still kittens, right? They're like almost, right at a year now. And I just found out that cats not grown until they're like, what, 2 years old? And sometime later than that, I'm like, my goodness, no wonder that cat beat them up like that. Because she's an old school cat. The cat looked like she's been around for about at least, she probably been around for 5 years. I'm serious. She probably been around taking care of herself for 5 years. And, I mean, it was sad that day. That cat beat my cat up real bad. I mean, she almost killed the cat, I believe. She body slammed the cat right in front of my eyes, and that cat was just saying, I couldn't do nothing for her. I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything for my cat, and I knew she was hurting him. She was hurting him. She was biting him and scratching him and pulling skin off of him probably, but I checked him out. I didn't see any wounds on him or anything. But I have to run her away because she takes their peace away from him, so I have to run this cat away. Every day I have to do it. And just now, she's bold. She's bold now. She's a bold cat. She came right through by me and went that way. And I've been telling that cat to stay out of this yard. I got a job on my hand. I hope I don't have to hurt that cat. Y'all pray I don't have to knock that cat brains out because she may be mad because I stopped feeding her. I don't know how that cat thinking. I'm telling you. I don't know how no animal be thinking now. They're animals, but they're not crazy. They may have an attitude because you stopped feeding them. That's why I always walk out with my knife. Yes, I sure do. Because I don't know what that cat got on her mind. She may be pissed off. I run her away every day now. So, I don't hate animals, but I saw this cat pretty much kill one of my male cats. And she just walked through the yard again. But people, the plants I was showing you all earlier, the peperomia, let me just let you see it, a recap real fast. Peperomia. Here's another peperomia plant. Both of these are peperomia plants. You can get them online on my website. Address will be in the description. Let me show you this one. Pothos plant. This is the pothos plant. Beautiful. Pothos plant. This is just a quick recap, people. Not going to be all day. And Well, one moment. I had to dig and pull and do all kind of stuff inside that greenhouse just now, just to get this fiddle leaf fig tree. Just to get this fiddle leaf fig tree to show you all the fiddle leaf fig tree that I have for sale also. This fiddle leaf fig tree, from the top of the soil up, I would say it's about, with the leaves included, it's probably a good 15 inches. It's probably standing a good 15 inches from the soil all the way up to the top of the longest leaf. And it's looking real good, but I have to really keep these plants in a heated environment all winter. It's not easy trying to overwinter these plants. If you have any type of malfunction with your heating system, if electricity is lost and you don't have a generator, which I don't have a generator. I do not have a generator, and everyone needs a generator, and I don't have one. So I do have a backup plan, but I would have to know that the electricity is out. Hopefully I'll know. And the backup plan would be a portable grill. You know, the round grills that you burn charcoal in? I did it one year. And I let the coals get really hot. Let the coals get really, really hot in one of those portable grills. And you put it in your greenhouse, but you have to have a greenhouse where hopefully no animals not getting in that greenhouse jumping around on things. Because we're talking about hot coals. True enough, if they fall over, most likely they're landing on like dirt. But if you have like wood chips in your greenhouse, that would be something you probably would not even want to use, especially if that greenhouse is not secure, where there's no big animals. If you're out in the, well, you could be in the country or the city and raccoons are getting stuff, so you never know. And possums. But you could actually put a portable grill with hot coals inside of a greenhouse and close the door real good, make sure it's secure. And what I did, I set a heavy brick on top of the grill in case something bumped it or the wind started blowing down, a plant fell off over on it or something. And I guess once the greenhouse get all that heat in there, and that grill is going to stay warm, if not hot, for several hours, I do believe. I'm sure it's going to be giving off heat, because sometime in the morning time when you barbecue, you stir those coals around, those coals are still hot. So maybe 4 hours, 5 hours to keep a greenhouse warm. And then once it goes completely out, there's still going to be heat left in the greenhouse. Get down from there. Oh my goodness. No. He jumped up on the computer. I'm going to have to end this video. The cat then jumped on top of the computer and knocked everything down. You see, broke up my pepperoni meal plant. See, broke a leaf off. The cat just did this, right? Broke off one of my leaves. Trying to be nice to the cat, and the cat jumped all the way up and land on top of the computer. I got to get out of here. But it's good it's good talking to you all. It's cold out here. It really has gotten chilly, and I'm getting ready to cut this video off. Well, my forever advancing yourself people. You all know how we do this thing. We take it from level to level to level to level. Be blessed, people. I'm out. Peace.